Hey guys, let's talk about you. Yep, you. We're going to talk today about crafting your story, what you need to do in order to open for business and start helping the masses. How are you going to connect with your niche audience? Excuse me. So before you start signing people up, before you are putting yourself out there on social media or in your personal life, you need to figure out what your story is. Right? You need to know who your audience is and how to speak to them, those kind of things. So a few tips for developing your story. It is not my story. It is not, Heather Ann's story. It is not Melissa's story. It is your story. It is about you, not about us. It is different for everyone. Think about all of our lives. They're completely different. We've all been down different paths. We've all had different experiences. But the one thing we do have in common is that we are here today together. So think about what led you to this point. What led you to Beachbody? Was it an eating disorder that you overcame? Was it the birth of a child and coming back from that? Was it the death of a child? Was it some other form of tragedy in your life, or overcoming or having a big weight loss journey? Is that what brought you to this point? That's your story. That's part of your story and why you are here. What led you to Beachbody in the first place? When you're thinking about these things, don't be a chameleon. Don't change your story just because you see another top coach post their story and it sounds kind of like yours, so you can just tweak it a little bit. It's not your story. That's not true, and people will see right through that. It's not going to work for you because it's not your story. I feel like I'm just beating that into you right now, but it's not your story. You are unique. There is a Dr. Seuss quote, there is no one more youer than you. I think I just butchered that. But the idea is like you are the one who can reach to these people, and that's what makes you special. That's what makes you here. That's why you're here as a coach. So in order to know who you're talking to, we want you to create an avatar. Who are you talking to? It is the person that was you at the beginning of your journey. Okay, the same interests, the same hobbies, the same work life, home life, the same music taste, food taste, all of those things. That's your avatar. That's the person that you're trying to talk to and to reach and to convince them that this lifestyle is incredible and they need to come join you on this journey because the rewards are just amazing. When you are posting to that person or talking to that person, crafting your posts, you need to share with them. You need to share them who you are, all right? Why you started doing Beachbody. What brought you here? Why are you doing this? You have to dig deep for those reasons. You have to go to that scary, dark place. Maybe it was something, that clicked in your head. I can't keep up with my life. I can't keep doing things the way I was doing them. I need a change. Is that what brought you here? Why are you here? That's what they need to hear. The other thing is, by sharing with people, you're gaining their trust, and you're getting them to know you, to like you, and to trust you. And if someone trusts you, knows you, and likes you, they're going to want to do business with you. They're going to want to join your challenge groups. They're going to want to be a coach on your team because you're inspiring them. You're motivating them. They like you and trust you and want to hear what you have to say. They're going to be checking back to your social media page when they are struggling because they know that you are there to help them. So when you're doing this, you need to do what feels right for you. Do not do what you see other people doing and see success, see the success that they are having. That's for them. Let's do you, and you will see that success also. So when you're digging deep, get raw, get real, share those parts that you don't normally talk about. You'll be shocked because those are the posts that will gain the most traction. The ones where you are completely open and honest, the ones where you share things that you don't normally tell people. When you are vulnerable, you will be welcomed with so much love. It's incredible. That's what people are going to connect with. As you're posting all throughout your journey as a coach, you need to be an open book and be transparent. People need to see the good, the bad, the ugly. They need to see the days that your diet is subpar. They need to see, when you sneak that extra glass of wine and don't count that yellow. They need to see the birthday cake that you indulged in. They need to see those posts and know that you're not just some picture perfect person, that you are real, that you have struggles, and that you're able to overcome them. So when you share those cheats with them, or you share the struggles, always end with something that adds value, how you overcame them, or instead of indulging in that birthday cake, you made a birthday cake shake, or how you are planning to overcome the obstacles that you are facing, so that it gives them something to hold on to the next time they are faced with those obstacles. You always want to give them that little nugget, something that they can take away from your post and apply into their life, so that you're adding value to their life. Excuse me. Also, you want to consider that your page is kind of like a reality show. You really are showing them everything. So make sure that you're not just posting the good stuff. We all want to. We want it to be a highlight reel, because we want everyone to see how wonderful our life is. But that's just not necessarily the case all the time. So as you're crafting the story, and I've kind of rambled on and on, but the main point is, as you're crafting your story, it is all about you. It is about you and what brought you here, okay? It can start at any point, whether it started in your teens and you developed, an eating disorder. It can be, you developed in college. It can start anytime that your story starts as to what brought you here. But as you're doing this and as you're writing your story, it's going to seem incredibly long, and that's okay. That doesn't mean you're going to post that entire long story when you're opening for business on your social media page. It just means that you're going to take snippets from that story and include them in that post. Then those other pieces to your story, you're going to use to breadcrumb throughout your journey. And breadcrumb means, think Hansel and Gretel, leaving the little breadcrumbs to go back to the house. You're leaving just little pieces here and there for people to connect with and to want to interact more with you. Those are things that you're going to sprinkle throughout your posts at least once a week. By the time you've gained some traction, you're probably going to start doing it every day. And just giving people little insights into your life, your story, and how you're doing, what makes you you, and what makes them want to work with you. So after you've written your story, please share it with your coach. Share it with Heather Ann, with Melissa, with myself. We're happy to take a look at it, offer our suggestions. Again, they're just suggestions because this is you. This is not our story. This is not for us to change or manipulate. This is you just being open and honest and real. But we're all more than happy to help you format it for your business opening, basically, on social media. Above, I'm going to post a snippet, just a paragraph of an example story of what someone may have shared as they were opening up their storefront to become a coach. But with this story, you want to get comfortable with it. You want to get comfortable with sharing it, with saying it in different ways, intertwining it into different kinds of posts and those things. So to help you, I'm also going to share a video from Megan Ewelton, who is a top Beachbody coach, but who talks about how her story, although very different than the other coaches on her team, how it helped jumpstart her business and how she realized that her story had value and her story really and truly connected, or was her story allowed her to connect with others on her team. So get that story going. Let us know if you need help. We are happy to help. We're here and we cannot wait for you to open your storefront.